Alright, so again, I need to mention about the step 4, determine the critical value. Okay, so the first thing first, uh, you need to mention about the F. Okay, F critical or the F value, and then what is your significant value, significant level, which is alpha 0.05, and then your degree of freedom, 2 for regression, 12 for residual. Okay, and last but not least, you need to use your coefficient, okay, coefficient table or the F table for the SPSS output. So here you need to mention about the critical value, um, what we call the critical value for F. Okay, so you need to mention about those critical values. So how you need to write is, since your alternative hypothesis is the model that suitable, okay, to use because you are rejecting the null hypothesis. So you are writing like this. Since the alternative, okay, hypothesis is that the model is suitable. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to find, okay, the critical F value. Okay, the critical F value is already given as actually, but to which it correspond it to the corresponding to the significant level. Okay, so your significance level is 0.05. Okay, with the degree of freedom, okay, for regression and residual. Regression is 2, residual is 12. Alright. For regression, okay, in bracket 2, and the residual, okay, in the bracket 12. Alright. So after you have done with step 4, you go with step 5. Okay. So for the step 5, what you need to do, you need to make a decision. Okay, you need to make a decision that you need to compare test statistics to the critical value. Okay. So for the critical value is actually need to be given in the question. Okay. For your critical value here, I don't think they are given here. Okay, but you need to know that in final exam, maybe they will give the table or hint for the F critical value. Okay, so for here, I think I forgot to write your critical F value should be 3.885. Okay, it should be given in the question. maybe I forgot to write it down. So, right. So that's why you need to compare the the test statistic to the critical value. So if the statistics, okay, this is your comparing, is 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 greater than the critical value, okay, which is you are talking about the f, okay, f value is larger than critical f value, okay, you need to reject the null hypothesis, okay, if the statistic is less than the critical value, okay, so what you need to do, less than or equal, okay, less than or equal to critical value, okay, what you need to do is you need to be fail to reject the null hypothesis, okay, so in this case what happened, the t statistics is alright, the t statistics is here, okay, so here is the t statistics and here is the critical f value, okay, you are comparing both of these. Alright, t statistic 8.363, okay, which is larger than the critical f value, which is 3.885 just now, right? Okay, so what it means? It means that it falls in the region of rejection. Okay, so therefore we reject the null hypothesis. Okay, so this is for the step 5, right? And you need to have the last step. Okay, the last step, I write it here. I write it at the above here. Okay, so step 6, the last step, you need to interpret the results. Okay, actually you have all the results in the output table. You just need to write it down in steps, right? I have told you that. So since we have rejected the null hypothesis, right? So we have quite enough evidence to conclude that our model, okay, the model we use is suitable for determining the Y annual salary. So how to write? Since we reject the null hypothesis, we have enough evidence, right? Evidence to conclude that the model, okay, is suitable for determine the Y annual salary. All right, okay. So this is how you tackle the questions for uh, all this sample of questions. So might be, okay, I didn't say that all of this will come up with to your final exam, but might be one of these will come up in your final exam. So maybe from this tutorial will help you a little bit on how to tackle the questions, or how to answer the questions. Okay, so I think that's all. Okay, so thank you. Bye bye.